plan for the Houston Texans looks pretty good so far. A year after making the playoffs for the first time in franchise history, the Texans are taking dead aim at the bigger prize. 3-0 start, average score of 29-14, not allowing a first half TD in any of the games. And it down comes 1-2 Tennessee and the AFC South teams. They know each other quite well. They've split the last 4 years. The Titans have just come off one of the wildest wins ever, 44-41 in overtime when Detroit made a gaffe at the end. Tennessee, overlooked with all the referee stuff, okay? Like you were talking about before, Chris, they scored 5 touchdowns of 60 yards or more. The first time in the 93-year history of the NFL that it's ever happened. The Houston defense is ready for all of this because they're stacked with young talent, especially at defensive end. Right, Tom?
Boom, in this modern age of throwing the ball as much as we do, we all look for the young defensive stud lineman who can disrupt the passer.
Stud.
The question indeed may be who, but the answer might be what.
We count it just as a sack. Because if you're on third down, you knock a ball down, you're off the field. That's a 0-yard game, same as a sack. I have long arms, so sticking those up there is going to help me a lot more than the guy who doesn't have long arms. I think the wingspan helps a lot because not only can I go straight up, but I can adjust my arms. If I see he's going to throw it to the side, I can bring my arm down.
You see the quarterback's eyes and body language when you knock a ball down. What's the effect?
Oh, it's huge. It's fun, and it gives you energy when you see a quarterback demoralized by that play. Because he's excited about the receiver's route. He's excited about the throw he's about to make. And I put my hands up and bat it right back in his face.
If we're talking 3-step drop, tell me the thought process.
So with a 3-step drop, I'm coming off the line, and I'm expecting a quick route. So I'm expecting either a slant or a hitch behind me, which are the 2 balls I have the best chance of batting down. So I'm going to see his eyes. As soon as he cocks his arm, I'm going up. And I'm going to bat it right back down at him in his face. And he's going to
in his face!
Because the quarterbacks don't like that. He thinks he's got an open receiver behind me. That slant route could go for 6, 7, 8 yards, and if he breaks the tackle, even longer. So that's a deflating play for them.
To neutralize J.J. Watt's ability to knock down passes, offensive linemen have resorted to aggressive tactics.
They're going to punch you in the gut. Hopefully you fall over. That sometimes they'll grab you, pull your jersey down, but I'm not out there for a pillow fight. I know they're going to hit me in the gut. That's why I play the game.
5 or 7. Right, so you come off
so
the
you got
ball.
a 7-step drop. I need to get closer to him because on a 7-step, I'm expecting a longer trajectory throw. It's going to get a little bit higher, so I need to get as close to him as I can.
Bull me.
So my whole pass rush, I'm watching. I'm going to bull you because I know that's going to be my best chance. And as soon as I get close to him, I'm putting my hands up and knocking it down. The farther away I am, the harder it is to get because he's going with that high throw down the field. And those are real demoralizing because he thinks he's got a touchdown play, and you knock it down. It's a 0 game.
Watt usually swats passes into the turf, but he's shown he can do more than just knock it down.
It's intercepted. Watt takes it across the 15, 10, 5, rock and roll. Touchdown, Texas.
I saw his arm go up. I put my hands up. He released it, and the ball, literally by instinct, it wasn't a conscious thought. My hands closed just because they felt the ball there. I caught it. Blocker tried to get me. Slipped him, ended up in the end zone, just hoping I wouldn't fall all the way to the end zone. All day.
Baby. All day.
Come on.
The one-hand snag. You're going to have me waiting on it now. Can it be done?
I think the one-hand snag can be done. It's going to be difficult, but I think it can be done. It's fun.
I'm very impressed with this. He has tremendously huge hands, but I think that he's changing the nature of the way we're going to think about the defensive end position.
Hall of Fame.
When he stands in front of a judge machine, doing that, reading routes behind him, a little extra work for defensive linemen to put in now as they play their position up front.
His hands look like
oh my goodness,
abominable snowman or
goodness.
somebody.
It's hard to do, man. That's really hard to do.
Pretty impressive. All right, so fiscal year to close today for many corporations.